Hello and welcome once again to another edition of Good Morning Pattaya, Pattaya Channel's very own breakfast show. I'm your host, Nick Pendrell, and on the opposite sofa is my partner in crime,
Dave Buckley from REM.
How you doing?
All right, not so bad.
And our guest today is none other than Paul from Curry and Chips.
Curry
am I
and
right?
Chips, yes.
Curry and Chips, right. Now let me try and guess what sort of food you serve at Curry and Chips. Let me think about that. I'm getting
You'll never get it. You'll never get it.
Nouvel Ethiopian.
Actually, it's not just curry and chips, is it?
It's not just curry and chips.
You've got other strings to your
I
bow.
have to very quickly tell you how it arose. Many years ago on Third Road, I had the village chippy and the village chinky. And latterly got dengue fever and nearly went to heaven or hell or whatever. Anyway, I moved up to the top of Pattaya to live, and I'd always regretted selling the village chippy. And I saw this building further down the road here, empty for quite some months, and said, right, that's prime up here. There's so many condominiums and so many people living here. Anyway, there used to be, you're probably aware of it, the Spike Milligan and Eric Sykes sitcom in England called Curry and Chips, which was pulled after 6 episodes, but it was such a brilliant series. It was very racial, but my father's from Ceylon anyway. And we called it Curry and Chips, but we had to add not just in front of Curry and Chips.
The name's getting longer and longer now.
Yeah, but we do our main menu here. We do.
Have a look at that. All looks very appetizing.
Thank you. We do cod from Alaska. We do dory from Indonesia. We do shark from Brisbane. We do haddock from England. We have our own square pies. We don't do round pies. We do a 9-inch battered sausage, which is massive, which the Acorn Group supply us with. And we do spam fritters, if you're aware of spam.
Monty Python.
Yeah. We do our mashed potato is one of our pierces de resistance with cream and butter, and we do mushy peas and we do curry sauce. And most of my British counterparts say that it is just as in England, so I'm very proud of
I know it's quite hard to get that authentic British taste.
So I'm very proud. But,
any Chinese stuff, Paul?
Coming in the future, yeah, we used to do good Chinese.
Went to the one that you had in
our plans are to introduce some chow miens and aromatic duck and Szechuan hot and so there's a bit of a lack of good Chinese or British style Chinese food in Pattaya.
Do you have any sit down facility, or is it all takeaway?
We do in Pattaya. We have a seating for about 12 to 16 people, but unfortunately it's semi-on street, so with this
could be warm.
It could be noisy. Basically, it's the cement and the delivery trucks or the.
They don't go too well with shark, do they?
No. We're planning on putting some panels in front to screen it slightly.
But you expect most of your business to be takeaway?
A lot of it, yeah. But we had a lot of people come there, even from Pratamnak and places like, even from Mapachan Lake, which is a long way.
It's a long way, yeah.
They come, Regent School, they come to eat. So I'm very humble,
Yeah.
But our food, we do. Our takeaway food we do in cardboard boxes. I ban foam.
Right.
I absolutely hate foam. It makes the food sweat, and we have breathing holes in the boxes.
You stay away from it, Nick.
And we with every delivery, no matter how cheap, small it is, or low price it is, we give a knife and fork. We give salt and vinegar, tartar sauce, salt and pepper tartar sauce. Thank you for your custom toothpick.
Do you wrap it in newspaper?
No, we don't do it in newspaper, unfortunately.
He's got his eye on the copies of REM though. It was too glossy. You can't do that.
Yeah, great, very quick, great fish and chip story with Warburtons in Manchester, the bakers, and I knew John Warburton, the grandson, many years ago, and we were talking one day about fish and chips. And he said the family actually owned a Boston tea house in Boston.
All right.
The very wealthy people in America, and they invited them over for a holiday, and they had this huge mansion with a huge dining table, all sat out with silver salvers, and it was fish and chips on the menu.
Right.
And they came and served it, but what they'd done is they'd wrapped the fish and chips in photocopies of the New York Times, and all the ink ran into the fish and chips, which was so sad, really.
Oh dear, nice idea.
No
cigar.
Yeah, great story.
Yeah, probably.
So you do deliver as well then?
We do deliver. We deliver ourselves and door to door.
Yeah.
Door to door, very keen on us.
Any limit on how far you'll go?
No.
So if the people from Mapuchen
Yes, and Hoi Yai.
got a bit lazy, they
yeah.
they could whistle you up.
Yeah, we're opening another branch on the Tepesit next to the Eco Store, which is mainly to capture the market there and also to service that part of the Sukhumvit.
Yeah, okay. So
And looking at Khao Noi
as well.
Sorry, Khao Noi for the future. We'll see.
Okay.
I hope
The
so.
empire should be expanding then.
Yeah,
So when did the first branch open then?
This one opened on the end of November.
Oh, it's
last
not
year.
that old then.
No, it's about 4 months now, 5 months. But I'm very lucky. I've got great staff. I really am. As anybody else in catering knows, they have
it's
good
all
staff,
about the staff,
and my staff are lovely, and the customers love them. And it's great. Even when somebody phones in for takeaway, the girl there, she's so good. Have you ordered before, etc. And it wasn't. It's not a repetitive thing. It's really nice. So I'm very pleased about it.
And what are the opening hours?
We open 12 midday until 11 at night.
Okay.
We think that's late enough here.
Yeah, lunch and dinner.
Well, I don't know. You sometimes get the munchies at 2 o'clock in the morning, but we won't go into that.
Yeah, stagger out of there. But I never forget when I opened the village chippy and the village chinky.
Yeah.
I was bombarded with a lot of curses and screams of how could you dare call it a chinky? I said it's a chinky in England. As you know, we go for a chinky. You're racial. I said I can't be racial. How can I be racial?
Yes, we won't push that too much for the Chinese magazine I produced then.
No, but chinky's a chinky.
Actually, I don't think things like chow mein. I think they're very English types.
Actually, it was invented in America.
Was it?
Yeah, for the American taste originally, chow mein and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So go back to the menu items, the curry from Curry and Chips. Is it curry sauce or do
Curry
you do?
sauce.
Yeah. So it's
and authentic. We make it ourselves. We don't use any packet.
all right.
We don't use any packet ingredients. We bring the peas in from America, Marifat, which we reduce for mushy peas.
All right.
As I say, and the fish, I don't buy Norwegian fish. It's too much water in it, and we bring it in from Alaska, and it's good cod.
Right. I imagine from Alaska.
Yeah, it's really, really good cod.
We just lost all our Norwegian viewers, so not to worry.
They can afford it.
It's not the Norway. I have lots
they
of
got enough
Norwegian
oil,
friends. Loads. I love the Norwegians in
We're
Pattaya.
almost in mini Norway here, aren't we?
Yeah, they're brilliant. The Norwegians in Pattaya, but it's the shippers of the fish. They do what some other people in the world do with chicken. They inject water into it so it weighs more. So
sneaky.
I suppose getting 400 or 500 baht a kilo for water is not a bad profit.
So how long? So when did you first get involved in the catering business?
Oh, many years ago in England, I had Chish and Phipps in Brighton. Chish and Phipps.
Well, that's a tongue
in
twister.
Brighton, near where the marina is.
Right.
And another one in St James's Street in
So what
Brighton.
sort of year?
That was 1972, 73, a
grief.
long time ago. And then in before I came here, I've been here since '84. I designed a hamburger kiosk that opened to sell hamburgers. I got a US patent on that, which I'm very proud of. And then we had a 40-foot Arctic converted like a McDonald's. We used to do Nebworth and Milton Keynes. We used to do Donington Park and Wembley Stadium and the big concerts because this truck could cater for it. And they were good times.
So you're not a newcomer to catering by any stretch
No,
of the imagination?
I'm very critical about food, but then anybody can be critical about mine. I love going to certain places in Pattaya. The food is fabulous, but I'm very critical, unfortunately.
Well, I would imagine for 4 decades.
You
in
sit
the
there
food
examining the fish then if you go somewhere. Well, I suppose you would go
we
anywhere
won't
else
talk
now.
about that with the Breakfast Club. Yeah, there's a.
Oh, you remember that, yeah?
I'm a member of that. There's a very good write-up on that. Fish and chips from the dark side, but yeah.
So what are some of your signature dishes apart from chips and curry, obviously? But out of the what are some of your best sellers?
The best seller, our best seller is cod actually, not dory, and our pies. We do steak and kidney, chicken and mushroom, vegetarian pie with a bechamel sauce in. We do a mini beef pies for kids. but they're all square. They're not round pies.
All right.
So it makes
Why do you emphasise that? I mean,
because everybody
to me,
expects the pie
pie
to be round.
Yeah.
And when they get our
appreciate
square pie, they go, "Wow, that's different." I try to be different.
Okay.
I don't try to copy anybody.
Right.
Sometimes
So
to my detriment.
You do it to be different, not
To be different, and people know that we're different.
We're going to expand into like rhomboids and trapezium. Once the square gets a bit.
You can see on the square pie on the menu there. Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So I believe we have some of your food coming very shortly because we wanted to taste it. Can't just talk about it.
If they've managed to catch the shark, yes. This is the poor shark who was at Brisbane.
Brisbane shark. There he is. Off the Great Barrier. No,
Yes.
Brisbane's Great Barrier Reef, but there he is. And he ends up getting eaten. And here is our beautiful waitress of the day, Jeep. Nice to see you, Jeep.
And mushy peas, and curry sauce.
And
My
mushy peas,
God.
and tartar sauce.
And tartar sauce. Yes.
Oh, we got the full deal.
Thank you very much.
So you're saying this is shark that we're just about to
This
eat,
is shark. Yes, this is
Does this sell well? I mean,
Very well.
Does it?
because it's
Is
good
it
value
sort
for
of
money.
novelty interest, or you know?
It's good. It's very meaty shark. Very
right, okay.
meaty.
All right. Well, while
You'll
two
be
chat,
the...
I'll break off a piece and.
I quite like the idea of eating shark just for revenge. You know. Ever since eating Jaws, I think it's like the return match now. It's like today it's going to be humans 1, shark 0.
Try that.
Go on then, you be the guinea pig. That was a mighty
Sorry, Dr.
first.
William. I know I shouldn't be eating this.
Tell you what you should do is you should take one of the chips and just dip it into the
Dip
curry
it into
sauce.
the curry sauce.
I'm sure you remember UK curry sauce.
Oh, absolutely. I never done this without trying.
Well, it's very nice.
I'll probably spray it all over the studio.
I guess you said before that there's no bones in it.
No, there's no bones.
Well, yes, there are, but they're huge. Luckily, they come off the bone, I would imagine.
They only have a backbone, don't they? They only have a
Big spine.
big spine.
Wow, that's nice. Very curry.
Good curry sauce, yeah.
That is good curry sauce.
Thank you.
So, is the recipe something that you've been using for years and
Yes,
years?
and we don't know the
well-guarded secret. If you told me what it was in it,
You're not Coca-Cola in disguise, are you?
Yes.
Guarding
Have you tried
the
that mushy
secret.
peas, Dave? Do try the mushy peas.
This is
a bit of tartar sauce.
I've always regarded mushy peas as a northern dish. I don't know why.
Me too. We're both southerners. That's,
Funnily enough, in Nottingham, they eat mushy peas with mint sauce as a snack,
really?
not with fish and chips. Yes. If you ever went to the
Well, I'm not going to say anything about Nottingham in case I lose even more viewers.
Nottingham. I was born in Grimsby, actually. That's probably why.
Oh, that's why you've got fish
A bit
in
fishy,
your
yes.
fish in your blood from that time.
Yeah, from Bird's Eye country. Very nice.
Very tasty.
I shall nick a chip and the curry sauce when we're off here.
I'll tell you, as soon as that camera's finished, then we're devouring the rest of it.
We can really
Clean myself up.
rip into it.
Good. Well, I'm
Yeah,
glad
that's
you
very
enjoyed
nice.
that.
That is not how I expected shark to taste at
Oh,
all.
well,
I thought
then
it would be, thicker and more that, but
I don't know what I expected, really.
It's a small shark.
I'm not a fish expert.
I do wonder sometimes, you'll think I'm a heathen, but I do wonder if I did the sort of what I call a fish test, and you gave me 6 different fish, whether I'd be able to pick out any of them. I just don't know whether I would.
Yeah, you would.
As long as
Yeah?
yeah.
You would.
No, I think you would,
Yeah.
Paul, but I'm not sure I would.
From a Grimsby man would have
Yeah.
to. You could probably even tell which bit of the sea, what it ate for breakfast earlier.
About 6 weeks, I think.
Oh, okay.
But it rubbed off.
Oh, you only lived there
blood
for 6
ever
weeks,
since.
yeah?
Pardon?
You only lived there for 6 weeks?
Yes, I was born there and then left. I went down to Margate.
Margate?
Oh, it's still seaside.
Still see that. And then Brighton.
Exactly. So you've
And,
been working around the
Pattaya.
coast slowly.
Margate, Mods and Rockers. Was that during
Brighton was Mods and Rockers. Yeah, I'm ashamed
Margate
to
was
say.
Mods and Rockers as
I bet
well.
you were. I bet you
What,
were
were you
Mods.
one of them?
Were you?
No, I was too young to be
I'm
either.
ashamed to say.
He lied.
Every time I see one of these wonderful Vespers and Lambretta 275s in Pattaya that people have restored or whatever, we actually. I wasn't a rocker, but I had a car. Fortunately, I had a car, but I was on the rocker's side, and we
Oh, I
were
see. Very
throwing these scooters over by the Palace Pier in Brighton onto the next promenade, I'm ashamed to say.
I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry to say we're out of time. So just give us a reminder. Where can we find curry and chips?
We're actually on Pattaya Hill near here. We're between Soy 6 and Soy 5, just below the Tara Court.
All right. So
O'Gara's pub, one of my local haunts.
So check it out. Go to
Not just
Curry and Chips.
Yes,
Curry and
indeed.
Chips on
Very
Pattaya
cool.
Hill.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for your time.
And we'll be
Now
back with
lick a
part 2
chip.
soon.